dramatic twist in the assault case involving IAF wing commanders. CCTV footage shows officer also attacking back. Now, what was initially believed to be an attack on a wing commander has now taken a different turn with fresh evidence. The altercation, which occurred at Tin Factory Junction, created a chaotic scene resembling a battlefield. Both the individuals involved, one being a soldier and the other youth, were seen engaging in a heated argument that escalated into a physical confrontation. The CCTV footage clearly shows the soldier attacking the young man, debunking earlier claims. The soldier in a video statement had claimed that the clash was due to a language row. However, the footage suggests that he twisted the narrative after the incident. Despite local residents attempting to intervene and calm the situation, the soldier continued the assault. According to the latest reports, the confrontation initially began as a mutual scuffle between both parties. However, it was the wing commander who allegedly re-engaged and carried out a second round of assault after the initial fight had de-escalated. The wing commander suffered injuries to his face and head. With blood on his face and neck, the officer shared a video narrating the incident. Wing Commander Bose's wife, Squadron Leader Madhumita, was driving him to the airport from the DRDO colony in CV Raman Nagar in Bengaluru when the incident occurred. After the emergence of the CCTV footage, the family has now decided to file a counter-complaint against the IAF officer there. Meanwhile, the Air Force officials visited the Bayapannahalli police station to inquire on the matter.
I'm right now in the airport. You must be knowing what has happened in the morning. So I'll just narrate the entire incident so that everything is clear. So in the morning, I had a flight to catch. I'm going to Calcutta today for admitting my father to hospital. He has some surgery to be done. So my wife Madhumita was driving me at around morning 6:30 to drop me to the bus stop. And near Gopalan Grand Mall, just near CV Raman Nagar, suddenly from the right one bike comes and stops in front of a car. So I'll share the dashcam video also, and it will be available in CCTV. He comes in front of a car, parks his bike, and thereafter, wearing a helmet, keys in his hand, comes in front of a car and starts saying, "You DRDO people," and something in Kannada. So my wife was driving, so he saw that and came towards my side. And then started arguing, and suddenly, all of a sudden, he punched me with his key. I didn't realize what had happened. I tried to open the door and come outside. I threw him away, and thereafter, just to exit from the area, I rushed to the bike, took the bike and threw it away on the side, and was coming back to the car just to sit and exit the area. And suddenly he came with something and started hitting me again. Finally, he was taking a stone and trying to break the glass of my car. I stopped him. Using the same stone, he hit me on my head.
Let me quickly go across to my colleague Wajiullah, who joins us live with more details on the same. Waji, in the latest, what we're learning is that the IAF officer has been booked for attempt to murder. Take us through the details.
Absolutely, Neha. The IAS officer who had created a narrative telling that he was beaten up by the IT guy and because he was a DRDO officer, something that he did not believe happened in Canada, happened right here at this very spot where I am standing right now. This is the place where the altercation between the IAF officer and the techie happened, and this is the five-star chicken that you can see in the background. But what changed the entire story for the wing commander, what flipped his entire narrative, were these CCTV cameras that you can see of the bar that is right in front of which the altercation happened. And it is these CCTV cameras which told us the truth about who the actual aggressor was compared to what had happened there. The police as of now has claimed that this was a case of road rage and they've also gone on to say, I have the owner of the person who works at this bar and let's just speak to him. Sir, ನೀವು 6 o'clock ಆವಾಗ ಜಗಳ ಆಯಿತು, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ
6 o'clock ನಾವು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ,
ನೀವು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ
9 o'clock ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಬಂದ್ರು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಬಂದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಗಲಾಟೆ ಏನೋ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಬಂದು CC ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು. ಆವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಮಿಲ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅವರು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇರೋದು ಮತ್ತು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
Okay, so what he's saying that this happened at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock when 9:30 around when the cops had come, they told him that some fight had happened over here, and there they saw the CCTV camera, and in that CCTV camera he saw the officer trying to beat him. Sir, the officer first one video ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ನನ್ಗೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ನೀವು CCTV ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಅದು ಈ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರೇ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಗಾಡಿ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದಾಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದು
CCTVನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ನು ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇವನು ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ,
ಅವನು ಇವನಿಗೆ ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಆಫೀಸರು ಇವನು ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಗಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಹೌದು.
So what he's trying to say is that the matter was not of any Kannada or this thing. It was a matter of a road rage that happened here. The car and the bike had touched each other. And after that, when the cops came and they saw the CCTV, in that CCTV they can clearly see that the Air Force officer was allegedly thrashing the techie over there. And that is what changed the entire story. Right now as we speak, and like you mentioned, an FIR has been registered, a counter FIR has been registered against the wing commander on attempt to murder. IAF officers have also reached the Baipanhalli police station. We'll have to wait and watch what transpires. But what actually happened was revealed by this particular CCTV, which flipped the entire story for the techie and made sure that the narrative that was pushed by the wing commander falls flat.
Right, and also Vaji, like you mentioned, the Air Force officials is what we're learning have visited the Baipanhalli police station to inquire on the matter. Do we have some sort of details on the same? Will there be a disciplinary action that will be initiated against the officer? Any details on the same?
That is something we'll have to wait and watch. The Air Force officer will surely come here and try to get information with regards to what actually happened. He will get the details over here and then he'll report back to his senior officers, and that is when a call will be taken on what should be actually done. Whether they will buy into the story of what the wing commander is saying, or they will go with the CCTV footage of what actually happened. But from what you've actually seen, it is the false narrative that was created, alleged false narrative that was tried to be created by the wing commander, which falls flat if you see the CCTV footage, because in that you can clearly see who the aggressor was, because there were words that he also tried to use, saying that he was trying to restrain himself. He did not want it to create a scene. But what you can see in the CCTV footage and also in the mobile phone footage of the wife that we have in our access, in which you can clearly see him holding his helmet, trying to twist his head, crushing him to the ground. So all these things give a totally different image of what he had actually tried to say in the phone video that he had posted 8 hours after the incident from the airport, and then after the bandaged video in which he had tried to explain his version. So now we'll have to wait and watch what narrative will the IAF officers buy. Will they go with the proof on the ground, that is the CCTV in which the wing commander seems to be the aggressor, or will they go with the wing commander where he's trying to create the narrative that he was only trying to help his wife, or he wanted to hit him because he hit him first. Now, as per the police, for now it is an incident of road rage which turned into a full blown out fight, which was not required, is what the DCP also said in his bite. But it now remains to be seen how the investigation pans out, what else comes out in this investigation.
Right, Vaji, you were speaking to an eyewitness a while back. Can you really walk us through how the altercation in actual unfolded at the tin factory junction based on the visuals and what they actually have to say?
Well, now this is where we believed that the incident seems to have happened. This is the spot where the altercation between the driver, between the wife of the wing commander and the biker happened, and where they got down over here, and he came in front of the car, tried to stop them and tried to speak to them and why they could hit his bike, or that is where they started having the altercation fight. That is when the wing commander came out over here and it started becoming aggressive, is what we've learned from the locals over here so far. And in the footage also you can see him jumping and trying to beat him. We are not here trying to say that the biker is not at fault. He was also at fault, where he tried to be aggressive too. But from what it has been claimed by the wing commander that he was the one beating him up, he was the one abusing Fleur, he was the one trying to create a Karnataka narrative, a language narrative, is something that falls flat when you see the CCTV footage which was captured by this particular bar that you see over here. Now, this two CCTV footages are the clinching footages where turned or flipped the entire story, where it turns out that the wing commander was the aggressor more than the biker who was there or the techie who was there. Now, the mother of the techie has also come out and spoken, and she's clearly said that how sad it is for a wing commander to do something like this and then put the blame on his son. And they have also filed a counter complaint with regards to what they've seen in the CCTV footage. The mother also says that firstly, when the son had returned home at around 7:30, 8 o'clock after that incident, we thought it's a small incident and we did not go to file a complaint. But when the wing commander did it, on the other hand, that is when it compelled them also to file an FIR. Now, in this version, we have two versions. One is what happened on the ground, and one is the narrative that was created by the wing commander to tarnish the image of Karnataka somewhere, because the words that he has used, he did not expect this from Kannada, he did not expect this from Karnataka, and this is something he has not seen in Karnataka. What has happened to Karnataka? They were trying to fight him over the language issue. Well, the locals and the police have all demolished that angle and have said that it's a clear-cut case of road rage which turned into a full-blown fight where the aggressor was the one who was trying to create the narrative, Neha.
Right, Vaji, continue to stay with us. In fact, we also have a couple of reactions coming in. Let's quickly take a listen.
This is not a case related to any language or region. It's very clear from the facts we have collected and the evidence we have collected from the morning. It is a clear-cut case of road rage, which we see every day in Bangalore. 3 to 4 complaints we receive in Bangalore city, which could have been avoided by both of them. In fact, when this altercation was taking place, 6 to 7 youngsters have played their role. It's very clear from the videos. They have tried to separate them, these two people. They have tried their level best to pacify both of them not to fight on the road.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿ ತಪ್ಪನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಈ ಥರ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದು ತಪ್ಪಲ್ವಾ? ಕಮಾಂಡರ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಆರ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿ ಕೈ ಕಚ್ಚಿ ತಲೆಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬೈಕೆಲ್ಲ ಎತ್ತಿ ಬಿಸಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈಗ ನಾವೇ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ಆದರೂ ನಾವು ಆ ಥರ ಬೇಡ, ಇದೇನೋ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ವಾಪಸ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಇವರು ಇದನ್ನು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಮಾಡಿ ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ.
Right, Vaji, coming back to you, our sources were telling us that Wing Commander Bose's wife, Squadron Leader Madhumita, will also be questioned by the police since she was driving him to the airport and was present at the time when this scuffle broke out. Do we have any updates on that front?
Absolutely, she will also be questioned because she was also part of the entire scene that took place over there. She was also recording from her phone. In the latest video that we've sent, in that video you can clearly see her audio where she's trying to stop her husband from being more aggressive and telling Shitalji to stop, he is trying to say things to us, he's abusing us, stop, don't hit him. So clearly you can also see how she was trying to pacify her husband, and in the first video that recorded, he had even shown how his wife is sitting next to him and she was the one who drove him out of that situation. She was the one who's taking him to the police station. So her version will also be very important, and she's believed to be the first one who has filed the case against Vikas at the Baiparhalli police station. So she will also be questioned. Her angle will also be taken into account on what actually transpired her. And after that, they will try to evaluate that with the evidences that they find on the ground, with the CCTV footage being the clincher over here, which tries to flip the entire story of the wing commander being the aggressor, while the wing commander has maintained that it was the techie who was the aggressor. So all these things will now be collaborated with their version and the version on the ground, and that is when they will get a clearer picture of the truth of what actually transpired there, and that will only happen when the questioning will begin. As of now, we know that the wing commander is in Calcutta, like he had claimed in his video that his father is unwell and he's going there because there is some test that is left. Now the police will also contact the West Bengal police to see if they can get hold of him, because there is a complaint against him also with regards to an attempt to murder. So all these things are now a prime concern and a matter of investigation for the police. It is only after that we will get a clearer picture of what happened. So far the picture is that a narrative was created and it was demolished with the help of CCTV cameras.
Thank you very much, Vajiullah, for joining us with all of those important insights.